Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you niggas. So yeah, how did you guys lose the fight? Huh? The fight to me was pretty good. To me, I was wondering what the judges were looking at. They had Saunders winning, I think, going into the seventh round, 4 rounds out of hold on, 5 rounds out of 2. I think they had him winning. I'm like, what the hell is y'all talking about? I was like, hell no. I don't know what they were talking about. What up, Chris? Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. I don't know what Q was talking about. That's my brother and all, but I was like, I don't know, Q. I rock with Canelo. Canelo go hard. Exactly. I'm trying to figure out what the hell was the judges looking at. What's up, Taquan? Yeah, they were. See, Penn for the win, for the win, for the win. He said Q was just hated. Oh man, he said, man, Q was just hating, dog. What's up, Steve? So did y'all get y'all money's worth? I'm trying to figure out going into the seventh round. The judges had it Saunders 5 and Canelo 2. I only had Saunders winning 1 round. If that, you could have went either way. I thought Canelo dominated the fight. I'm trying to figure out what the hell these judges was looking at. Because these judges was smoking that dope, that dope, that dope. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell they was watching. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was. All sports are rigged. Yeah, that's true, Samurai. I agree. Okay, I figured that, C-Pen. I'm like, what the hell is he watching? I was like, what the hell is this guy watching? I'm like, I know I'm not blind. I'm watching this on the big screen. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, this dude is just either he can't see or he is biased as hell. That's how I saw it. Get used to it. Okay, Samurai, bring CJ Ross back. I bet, man. He don't know nothing. He kept giving them guys everything. I was like, what the heck? So basically, the fight started off. It was kind of slow. Canelo in the first round was they were filling each other out the first 2 rounds. The first round, I think I gave the Saunders, but it could have went either or because him and Canelo were exchanging. And I know round 2 definitely Canelo won that one. And then 3, 4, 5, and 6, I had Canelo win that like easily. If you saw something else different, and I don't know what you were watching, Canelo was sticking them. A lot of times I felt like Saunders left himself too open. If you're gonna box, if you're not fast or athletic as Roy Jones is, don't try to fight like Roy Jones because you're gonna get your whole jaw toe out the frame. Canelo was attacking that body. Oh, yeah, he was. Because Saunders kept holding on to him, and Canelo, what people keep forgetting is Canelo is very strong. He's one of them strong Mexicans. Like, if you get in a fight with them, you're going to have to fight 12 rounds because they're going to get busy. I went with Canelo because every fight I saw Canelo in, Canelo was doing damage, especially to the body. See, people forget in boxing, it's not about the knockout. It's about body shots, how you cut the ring off, how you keep the pace of the fight going. You know, all of that stuff matters. And if you never boxed before, you'll be like, man, what's going on with the knockout? Why nobody ain't knocked out? It's like that rarely happens. Like, and sometimes the fighter who gets knocked down, he actually sometimes will win the fight because he threw the more effective punches. See, it's about your effectiveness of the punches that are thrown and landed. It's about your punches that are landed. Because Canelo didn't throw a whole lot of punches compared to Saunders, but the punches he were throwing to the body and to the face, it was effective and it was connecting. So that's one of the things. See me, I love boxing growing up. I just haven't watched boxing like that. I only watch a few fights. But when watching the fight, I did not see Saunders winning any round. Any round that, you know, people had, it's like, nah. I didn't agree with that at all. I didn't agree with that at all. I thought the guy was blind. You know, it was a good fight though, man. Canelo, when he tried to throw that, when Saunders tried to throw that, I think it was a left or a right, man. Canelo stepped back and just bing, caught him right in the kiss. So I said, oh, it's over. He's done. I said he's done, yo. He is out of there. He is out of there. He was out of there, man. He got hit hard. So, but it was an effective fight. Saunders, to me, he was leaving himself way too open. To me, he should have put his hands up a little higher. He had his hands down here and doing all trying to. It was like he was taunting, and it's like, dude, you don't taunt a Canelo. Canelo has a lot of power. And when he hits you, every time he hits you, it feels like you're getting hit by a ton of bricks. So that's what I watched as the fight went on, the attrition of Saunders to see if he would hang on. And Saunders just wasn't looking good at all. Like, he was getting worse as each round was going on. And then he threw some wild punches. It's like, dude, you can't fight this way when you're going against the Canelo. What up, C-Penn?
What's good, man?
Chilling. I see you smiling. You must have won a bet.
I knew Canelo was gonna win that fight, man. Like that punch you just described, man, when they was against the ropes, I believe. Yeah, he got a little kidney shot in, then he got him on the side of the jaw, and I was like, yeah, he about to go down at any moment.
Yeah, I knew it.
And then then all of a sudden they stopped the fight. Like, right when Canelo was getting the crowd hyped up, because Canelo knew he was about to get him. And then they stopped that fight in the 8th round. So I was like, yep.
Yeah, because he couldn't see. He couldn't see at all. Canelo caught his ass because he trying to do his fake Roy Jones impersonation, and Canelo said, all right, bow. I said, ooh, it's over. Right. And he was like, I said, I knew he wasn't coming out after that. Like, and then what I was getting mad at is, how the hell you doing all this taunting, dog? You getting your ass whooped the whole fight. I don't see what this other dude, Mike Maddox, whatever his name was, he had a win, and I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I've been watching it.
Yeah, so Chris Mannix sucks, bro. He don't know shit about anything, basically. Like, he was kind of like that in basketball too, man. I'm like,
no, he is like that in basketball.
You said what? See, Chris?
Nah, see, he does the route like the Skip Bayless route. Where he'll just do the most outrageous things just to get a reaction of people and build up his statue. That's how he's in boxing now.
But hell, Skip got more sense than him.
Yeah, he does. Like Skip outrageous, but he's outrageous with his sense. This guy was just, I don't know. Like he was blind. I was about to go get him some glasses.
Chill out, Terrell. Chill out, man.
You know Terrell be trolling every time he get a chance. So how you felt about the fight, Chris?
I'm happy, but at the same time, it just makes me regret why Andre Ward never fought Canelo, or why he retired early. Because like, who's in the statue of Canelo? Like, dude, it's just easy fights. It's easy money for us.
I mean, he's 1-1 right now in the division he's currently in. So,
like Caleb Plant, he's gonna lose.
Yeah,
like, I don't see anybody challenging him like that right now.
And then Jermell Charlo talking about he wants some. I don't believe him.
Man, Charlo don't want to fight that dude.
Charlo brothers are just
Charlo don't want to fight that dude. His brother exposed him. Like, dog,
right.
You ain't gonna fight that dude.
Yeah, Canelo. I agree with Ash Young. Canelo wiped that dude up. Nah, Charlo ain't ready for that. Yeah. Charlo got to build up some more before he can do that. He got to fight some real killers. He's fighting all these poodles. He got to fight some big time guys first before you go at Canelo.
Yeah, and then my boy Boogie, he be talking about boxing too. He talking about Jermell Charlo was Canelo's mandatory like a year ago. I'm like, I'm kind of find that hard to believe, bro. He really don't want that smoke, man.
Not supposedly he was asking for so much money and Canelo actually gave him the money and he backed down at the last minute.
Yeah, he don't want that, man.
Yeah, like he demanded for like $5 million. They're like, all right, we'll give you $5 million. He's like, nah, I want $10 million. And then like, dude, he never really wanted to fight.
Nah, he didn't want that smoke.
No, nobody want to fight Canelo.
Nah, Canelo a monster, man. That's why when Q was talking about it, I was like, Q, man, you sure, dog? Because Canelo nice, yo.
Dude said he overrated. I said, Q.
He said overrated. I said, whoa.
Stop it, Q.
Man, I hope my dog ain't smoke a bad batch of Reggie.
Yeah, hope he didn't bet too much on Saunders.
Yeah, I think he lost the bet. I think he lost some money.
What's up? Yo, yeah, he did lose some money. He bet it. What up, Derek Williams? Appreciate it. Yeah, he was. He was throwing a lot of that pity pat. I'm looking at him like, is this it? This all you got? I'm like, Canelo finna whoop this dude butt. He finna get him out of here.
Yep. But man, I do wish that Mayweather and Canelo would have ran it back one more time though. Because you know, Canelo, he was undefeated at the time when he faced Floyd and then lost, you know what I mean? But you know, I think the stage might have got to him a little bit. But I still think if they would have ran it back one more time, I still think Floyd would have won. But I think Canelo might have performed a little better.
Canelo's too big for Floyd.
I don't know, but that first fight, the only thing that got to Canelo was the counter punches. Floyd was counter punching a lot.
See, that's the thing about Floyd. Floyd, the difference between him and a lot of the other boxers that I really love about Floyd adjusts during the fight. He don't wait to adjust after like 3 rounds or 4 rounds. He adjusts right then and there. And then he tries a technique or tries something that he's been working on or while he was studying you during the fight. That's the difference between him and a lot of these guys. And Canelo's a great fighter, but it's just Floyd is just a one of a kind. We haven't seen a Floyd in like a long time that's a one of a kind fighter like that and has the ability to switch up his range as well. Because see, Floyd could fight both sets. He can fight either southpaw or orthodox, and he can beat you either or. So that's one thing. And Canelo's powerful, so Floyd know, all right, I can't rush in here with this guy because I know that power punch. So he already knew this guy here was running in there like that junk don't hurt. It's like, yeah, bro, them punches hit.
Yep, for sure. And like I just seen a clip not too long ago before I got on here of like when Floyd did fight Canelo a while ago. And like I remember sequence Floyd, he ducked like 4 different punches in like 2 seconds, bro. I said, dog, this dude is different, man.
Yes, dog. T, what up, T?
DZ, what's good?
What's good, T?
Nothing.
For the win, what's good?
I got my sleep earlier today, so I'm good now.
I heard that.
Nick Jacobs, I was waiting on you, bro. What's up?
He was waiting on me. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a nasty uppercut to Canelo called Billy For real.
I knew Nick was gonna say it because it was dirty how he did it too.
That was a nasty uppercut, man. I think he might have broken the orbital bone.
He did. All his jump was gone because he was doing. He tried to throw that big. Canelo said, "What?"
Yeah, he telegraphed that.
Now Canelo's
What's going on?
Picked up on that.
Mr. KC.
Mr. KC, what's up?
What up, everybody? What up?
Good. I love the thumbnail. The thumbnail's beautiful, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, stay crying, always lying. You know what I'm saying?
So T, what you thought about the fight, man?
I didn't see it. Y'all gonna have to break it down for me.
Oh well, the first round could have went either or. I gave it to Saunders, but from there I had Canelo winning the rest of the rounds. And in round 8, it was round 8. He stopped him. He tried to throw a punch, tried to throw a hook, and Canelo like backed up. And then he countered him with an uppercut and probably broke his orbital bone and stuff. So the guy didn't come back out to fight. He was done.
Yeah, Canelo caught Billy Joe Saunders with a right uppercut to Billy Joe's eye.
I was wondering if he was gonna stop it. I never heard of this other dude. You know what I'm saying? But you don't forget, Canelo got power, man. Crazy power.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why the hell Saunders is even fighting like that? Like he was leaving himself open.
Definitely did it.
And I'm like, you don't leave yourself open for no damn Canelo. You crazy?
You crazy?
It's the way the fight started to go. It seemed like Billy Joe Saunders was kind of trying to slug it out with Canelo, and it's like that's not something that you want to do with Canelo, dog. That's not something that you want to do at all.
That wouldn't be my strategy at all.
So round 1, here's how I saw the fight. Here's how I had the fight going. So round 1, I had Billy Joe Saunders winning round 1. I thought that he established his jab a little early.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2, 3, and 4 I had Canelo. He hit the most. He hit shots where that had the most power behind him. Now 5 and 6, I had Billy Joe Saunders. He started to get into a rhythm. He started to establish, use his jab a lot more. He started to land a couple straight left hooks. In round 6, he got Canelo with a nasty 2-punch combo. It was a left to the body and a straight left to the head. Left hook to the head. Round 7, that round was tough, dog. I was like, that round could have gone either way. And of course, that's round 8 is where the fight stopped and Canelo beat him. So yeah.
Same Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's a guy.
But yeah, Nick, I pretty much had it the same way you had it, bro. Because like I said in the chat, I said after the 3rd round, like, man, Saunders ain't about to last this entire fight. He's gonna go down at some point. I can tell. Because like HD was saying, like he was leaving himself too open. I'm like, he leaving that body open, bro. Canelo was just tagging it. I said, you attack the body, the head's gonna eventually fall. And
there you go.
It was getting to that point.
Yeah, that's another thing about Canelo. He will tear your body up.
Yep.
Oh God, yes he will.
I was working the body, man. He do that for sure.
And those body shots to deliver wear you down after time goes on. Bro.
Yeah. Because because his trainer, I blame Saunders' trainer because I would have been training his body to be a little stronger. I thought his body was real weak, and then I thought his setup was terrible. Like unless you're fast and athletic like Roy Jones is, you can't fight open like that. You're not gonna be able to
trainer at Tyson Fury.
They're trying to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, so I don't understand the game plan if you train.
I don't either. He should have worked on his body more, like because them punches, man, he was done. I think round 5 he started slowing down. He looked at real slow throwing punches after that. It was like,
See, but throughout the training camp,
this is Canelo. I mean, Canelo, he's earned his spot as one of a kind. That's why when Q came in here talking about he was overrated, it's like, really think that?
no.
Is that what you really think, dog? Overrated though?
I think Q was tired, man.
Man, people got to start giving Canelo his respect, dog. No,
I mean, he done beat everybody that's been put in front of him except for Floyd. That's it.
Yeah.
Can't hate that. Can't hate on that.
Yeah, Floyd just frustrated the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he really did.
Got into his head and shit.
You can tell Canelo really learned from that fight because he ain't lost since.
Yep.
No, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, Floyd is just different, man. He's just on a different level compared to everybody else, man. Like,
Yeah.
he's arguably the greatest boxer ever. Arguably.
Right.
I mean, you can't deny it. He will talk trash, but he'll back it up.
Yeah, you can definitely argue for it. At least, you know what I'm saying, that the shit, he's like the best defensive fighter I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, hands down, his defense is unmatched.
Incredible.
So you think Floyd would have been able to dominate every era like he did this one that he was in?
I wouldn't say that, but his defense, I think, can definitely hang in any era.
Oh yeah, by far. But dominating, especially in the '80s with Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I feel like he would have been in there.
He would hold his own, but I don't not dominate.
I mean, even trying to hang with Sugar Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Sugar Ray would get him now. I think Sugar Ray would get Floyd.
I think he could too, very well.
A prime Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Which one? Leonard or Robinson?
I think both of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely been some interesting matchups for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think the first Sugar Ray Robinson is what intrigues me the most. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, like you got somebody who can go offensive, you know, and like, you know, he got the speed. He got the speed Floyd got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, can Sugar Ray catch him? I think he can.
Yeah, I think Robinson had a combination of speed and he had some strength in him too.
Yeah.
So I think he would get
Floyd. Had them fast hands too. He had fast hands too. Them fast switch muscles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That would have been but you know what? That to me would have been, to me, that's like the fight of the century right there. It's Floyd against Sugar Ray. That's like the fight of the century.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, you know, I don't know if Floyd got the power to hang with Sugar, Sugar Ray. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sugar Ray can hit. You know
yeah. Sugar Ray, throw them balls, baby.
Now, as far as like Ray Leonard goes, that's what y'all talking about, right?
Yeah, Ray Leonard.
Okay, yeah,
like
Ray Leonard.
He was fast, but he could sting you for sure and put you down.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's somebody that can. He was somebody that can outbox you and also could crack you. He can actually fight inside and crack as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus,
he can put you down.
And plus, you know, I think Ray in his prime, he was a how much did he weigh? He was like 147, so he was bigger. He was a prime Ray Leonard going up against a prime Floyd Mayweather. Ray was bigger than Ray. I mean, Ray was bigger than Floyd, so that would cause an issue.
I always thought that too, that both Sugar Rays could get him. You know, I love Floyd, but I just think they were slightly better, especially Leonard. Leonard was my guy. Leonard was straight. Hagler and Hearns. I think Hagler and Hearns would be a matchup too for him as well.
Oh man, like
you know what, man? Those were some of the best fights. Like those fights like those will never happen again. You know what I mean? Those were some of the best fights back in those days, man.
Yeah, for sure. 80s was a golden.
Yeah, man, that's when boxing was at its peak. You know what I mean? To me, it was back in that era.
So did y'all get y'all money's worth, on watching the fight, or do you felt like it could have been better? And do you think there were too many distractions? Because I was hearing on Twitter a lot of people are complaining about all the extra stuff that was around the fight. They just wanted to see the fight.
Well, I watched.
I'm gonna be honest. So. I didn't even know it was a fight. So I watched I watched Brooklyn and Denver, so I didn't even know it was a fight tonight.
Oh, you watched
it? I was watching it too, Miss KC.
Oh
no, I was watching the fights and stuff. I got the fire stick, so I
didn't even know it was a fight.
Damn it! God damn it! Shit, I could have watched it on my fire stick.
Yeah. You had to download the live sports thing out, and then whenever the sports thing come on, it streams it, and you can watch it.
How much was they charging for the fight?
Yeah, I didn't spend my money on that.
But I want to pay for it because I don't know Saunders. I've never heard of Saunders. I just knew Canelo, so I said, man, I ain't paying for this unless he fought somebody I knew. I didn't really know that much about Saunders. He from England. He from over on Britain and all that.
Yep. I got IPTV. I mean, that's why I watch.
You know, the one thing about boxing I don't like anymore.
What's that?
Is they don't give us what the fans want. You know what I mean? They give us the fight they think we should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, everything nowadays is just about building to that big major Floyd money. You know what I'm saying?
To me, like Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, they should be, you know what I mean? They should have been in the ring by now.
But it's promotions, though.
Everybody learned from that first Pacquiao Mayweather fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But the first time it happened,
thing I hate about it.
The first time it was scheduled to happen, Floyd was only going to make 50 million for that fight. You know what I'm saying? He just waiting 5 years, he quadrupled that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it went for a $50 million fight for him to a $200 million fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because he bullshitted 5 years, and him and Pacquiao bullshitted 5 years. You know
what I'm saying? It's not even necessarily them; it's their politics and the. How do you say the management of each other's they be ducking the promotions, don't want to set up.
Yeah, see that's basically what it's been. Right, that's basically what it's been around. You know, the promotions not actually allowing their fighters to fight. You know, and take
everybody. That's what I'm saying. They're protecting their fighters until the big mega fight, until they can have the big
payday.
Fight. Yeah,
so everybody can get their palms greased.
Yeah, no matter who wins, who loses.
I mean, with Canelo, Oscar De La Hoya was doing the same. Canelo fight easy opponents, and Canelo got frustrated, and his own fan base, us Mexicans, were starting to call him out, saying "Are you a Mexican fighter? Why aren't you fighting anybody?" And he broke the contract and he signed on his own.
Listen, I used to work with a bunch of Mexican dudes, man. They all hated Canelo.
Yeah, we
like I've heard a lot of people say that, like he a racist.
Yeah. It's not even that. Just because
I think it's the whole blood and guts thing. Like he's not really a blood and guts fighter like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was explained to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
coming from Mexico, I mean, that's exactly what it was. It's a respect thing. You're supposed to give it your all and just fight and not duck anybody. And that's what he was doing in the beginning after the Mayweather fight.
Right. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he's a great fighter though. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But shoot, if you don't have to get his brains beat out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but that's the point of boxing is not to get your brains beat out. It's about dodging, you know, punches, having your head move.
Yeah, the plan is to hit and not get hit.
Right, that's the point, you know. But sometimes if you do get hit, you try to avoid it by turning your head or putting your guard up or learning how to bob and weave and move around the ring. Like,
but you know, but Mexican fighters, they're known for dropping their hands and going for it.
Right,
you know
right, yeah, they do.
They lose, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they lose to the smarter boxer. It happens, you know what I'm saying? But like Canelo, he's a smart fighter, and you know he's very talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
No, it wasn't until like the first Triple G fight when like every Mexican started like fully supporting him because like it was like the biggest opponent he ever had now. So like he's not ducking anyone anymore. So like you got pride now.
Whatever happened to him, to Triple G? Like,
he's old. He started boxing at old age.
Oh, is he old now?
Yeah, he's in his late 30s.
Oh, okay. Like I used to hear his name like all the time. Yeah, okay.
Hype, man. He was overhyped.
I didn't know he was in his.
I agree.
Yeah, okay.
I agree. He was overhyped.
Yeah, like
I used to hear he was gonna be like the next big thing. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was because he was white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's 39.
Yeah, he's old already. You know what I'm saying? He like was overseas knocking out dudes.
Yeah, he was knocking out everybody.
Okay.
That's how he basically got his name. You know, because he was out. He was overseas knocking out a bunch of potato sacks. You know,
he said a bunch of potato stacks.
Hey, you know, T gonna provide. You know, T gonna provide that Detroit swing. You know,
man, T funny as hell. T always have me cracking.
I mean, that's what I heard. They just call him Triple G, like GGG's, like the best one.
Sterling, what up?
Yeah, Triple G right now is 39 years old. So
I didn't know he was that old. I didn't know he was that old.
He came to the United States like at 33.
Yeah, that's old. Like that's ancient for boxing.
Yeah, he was beating up. He was beating up bums when he was in his late 30s.
Yeah, I see now. Shit.
Probably.
I've been hoodwinked.
Max don't think Keller.
Yeah, who did it on here killing the chat room?
Right.
He said Canelo eats roided meat off them big worm trucks, allegedly.
Allegedly. And for people to forget about that was just a couple years ago.
Right, it was.
Right.
That was a couple years ago.
Hey, Steve, a question to the whole panel.
Set up though. I feel like got set up with that meat, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris. What you were gonna ask us?
If I could ask about the Floyd and the Paul fight, how many rounds did it take for Mayweather to knock him out? 2?
I think it's gonna go 5. Mayweather gonna make it last longer than what it's supposed to, so they can get their money.
Right.
He'll drag it out. Drag it out. You know what I'm saying? Then when old boy get tired, he's just gonna put him out his business.
Exactly.
What up, fellas? What up, fellas?
First half.
Buffalo. Yeah.
What up, fellas? What's going on, y'all? It's been a minute.
What up?
What's up, man? I've been checking, man. I've been watching, though. I ain't been on with y'all boys, but I've been watching videos, man.
Hey, that's good.
No doubt, man.
I just try to bring you entertainment. I know my boy out there, man.
Yeah, man. We enjoying, man. You know, every video we enjoying. You know, the ones we get the chance to get at. I'm just getting off this shit, man.
I'm picking your bills. I'm picking your bills to take the East, man, and go far this year, dog.
Yeah, man. Well, you better go ahead and get on there. What's going on, Penn? I see you. Yeah, you know, hey, I think we be back again, man, back to back, man. This time we gonna take it, man.
It's gonna be
This time
tough.
we gonna take it,
Bills,
man.
it's gonna be tough.
We shall see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna be tough, man. We gonna be tough, man. You know what I mean? We just getting over the hump, so you know the growing pains and everything. We done made it over the hump now, so you know we can only go up now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No doubt. I'm chiming in, man. I see y'all boys talking about the fight, man. I missed the fight, man. Canelo won, huh?
Yeah, man. Caught him nasty. Dude tried to hit him with the hook. That boy dodged back, came up the uppercut counter, broke all this up. He couldn't see no more.
Wow.
That his ass down.
Hey.
Can't be beat though.
Damn.
You know, it was a good fight, or is this a shitty fight though? Really, wasn't
Canelo
really
was
worth
carrying the fight to me. He was carrying the fight the whole night to me. Saunders was okay. Penn and Nicholas gave him some more rounds. I only gave him one. To me, I thought he only won one round. The other ones, you could have went either way, but you could just tell Canelo was he dominated.
There was a round, like I think round 6, where Saunders caught Canelo with like a small left hook.
Yeah,
I gave him that round. Like that's 2 at most.
Yeah, that's what
I gave him 2.
Saying. Like you could have gave him that one and the other one. And you know, you could have gave him 3, maybe, probably 3 rounds, but I didn't really see him like. I gave him 1. Even with that punch, I felt like Canelo still overall, it's just the body shots. Every time he kept hugging him, Canelo was just sneaking that right into the rib, hitting him right in the rib. And each time he was like sluggish. He was walking back like an old man. I said, yeah, that's Canelo.
Hey, Steve, Chris Mannix.
Take his piss.
Yeah.
I
don't know, man. I can't get hyped for the fights, man, unless it's Terrence Crawford. He the only nigga out there that's gonna get my money, man.
Hey, say
everybody
that
else, I'm just watching from afar,
Crawford,
man.
Baby.
Yeah,
I'm Crawford, man. I'm putting dollars down on him, man.
Yeah, I'm a Bud guy, man. A lot of people
man. Yeah,
they be
hating about that work at.
I got the kids' college money on Bud.
No doubt. No doubt.
Fight last fight.
You said what, Chris?
His last fight wasn't too impressive to me. Like once he steps up with the elite competition, I think Spencer's gonna wash him.
You think Spencer's gonna get him?
Spencer gonna get him. I don't know what fights he be watching.
Baby.
Crazy.
Spence playing Duck Duck Goose right now with Bud.
Right. Definitely is. He already know. Yeah, they're gonna stall it out as long as they can stall it out.
Yeah.
We should have been got that fight, man.
Right.
That's what I was just telling him, man. We should have been
got that fight, man.
Right, because Bud came up to him. Bud that
could have been fights.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, putting the pressure on that boy, man. You don't want that heat, man.
The last I heard, Errol changed his mind and wanted like 60% the last fight, and it was just like, come on.
And also, don't forget about the accident he had with the car.
And he's had the motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
See, this is why
Errol Spence is not gonna fight Terrence Crawford. I just don't think it's gonna happen, dog. I think he's.
I don't either.
I don't either.
You know what, Nick?
I hear all the soldiers. Nick in the building. Got T in the building. What up, T?
What up, though?
I hear you, Detroit. I hear you.
Yeah,
Chi-Town in the building. All around this motherfucker, man.
You got the whole world.
Hell yeah, no doubt.
To me, Errol is scared of Terrence Crawford. I don't care.
He's scared.
I can, of course, I know about PBC and how they do with their fighters and shit. They pacify the fuck out of their fighters, but still, dog. I would. If I was Errol Spence,
you can see that. PBC is all about playing the long game. That's what they're gonna. All the fighters, they're gonna get their win-loss record up. You know what I'm saying? And then when the money is right, then they'll cross promote. You know what I'm saying? But shit, until then, they trying to make the fighter as big as he can because everybody want to chase that Floyd money. Like that's the hole in the game. Like they know the kind of money that boxing can be generated. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the difference. Everybody ain't Floyd though. They can't draw the crowds for he draws.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Different playing sport, man.
Frank.
He's Uncle Frank in the building. What up, Frankie?
Yeah, in the chat.
Shit, these niggas got to get out here and box, man. Word. I want to see the best of the best, man.
Pacquiao was in negotiations with Crawford.
So all I want to see is the best of the best, man.
I don't want to see Pacquiao and Crawford, but if we got to, I'll watch it.
Crawford gonna beat that ass.
Man, Pacquiao need to go hang it up.
Pacquiao gotta give it up, man. What's wrong with that nigga?
Yeah, Pacquiao needs to
do. I don't know what he trying to stall back into. Shit. He ain't gonna get somebody else.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Pacquiao was a bad boy in his time, but like
hell
said,
yeah. But shit, the check
that from no, not at all. But he got to sit down. It's time to sit down. You know,
he ain't gonna make no more money than what he made with Floyd. Shit, ain't no more big draws out there no more, man.
Man,
you know,
to this day, my favorite Pacquiao fight was when he fought De La Hoya. When he destroyed De La Hoya.
Oh, he beat the shit out of De La Hoya.
I mean, he destroyed him. Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it when Marquez won his bell.
A lot of them.
Yeah, Marquez knocked him the hell.
Oh yeah, I was like, knocked him the fuck out.
I was like, damn.
That shit was funny, man. That shit
was like, damn.
Hey, I mean, all he was missing was the pillow, my brother.
I mean, Manny just ran into that right hook, dog. He just ran into it.
Yeah. He was like the first Nate Robinson. He was Nate Robinson before Nate Robinson.
No, that was different. They eyes open.
They didn't know what the fuck he was doing in that ring.
They eyes open.
Niggas gotta stay in their sport, man. Stop jumping in sports like that, man. That shit ain't for everybody. You gotta stay in your lane, man.
Yeah, you gotta stay in your lane.
Gotta stay in your lane, man. Nate was good dunking on niggas. He should have kept trying to do the dunk contest. He was all right with that. Shit. Get in the ring and box and shit.
Hey, what y'all
came out there and them Nick colors and got nicked.
Chris, what you said, Chris?
Ocho Cinco versus Matt Barnes on the undercard of the Logan.
Oh yeah, man, I heard about that.
For what? Barnes against Ocho?
Is that real?
Chad Johnson?
What's going on,
fighting.
And all these niggas just want to fight now, man. Boys ain't got no careers no more. They trying to make a career out of something now, man.
Boys,
they so relevant.
Now,
yeah, man.
Doing anything for a bag, man.
Yeah, Corona fucked up a lot of shit, man. We doing better than some of these boys.
I know.
You know what I mean? Shit, boys they hit my bottom, man. All the jewels and all that shit is gone.
I want to see them two fight, man. I don't want to see Ocho and a guy who can't pronounce the 85
I don't even want to see
Spanish.
like
I don't want to see him or the guy who was just the guy who was
I don't want to see neither one of them bums, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. That's like me. I don't want to see this Floyd joint, but I know Floyd about to beat the dog bricks up the boy for touching his hand. Now I got to see this now. You know what I'm saying? I knew this was a draw, but now the boy violated Floyd, so you know Floyd gonna really put some work in on this young boy. You know,
man, Terrell Hubbard, you know damn well Derek Fish ain't gonna get it no fucking I'll watch that. Derek Fish,
I'll pay to see that.
Revenge. You know,
if they really want to make it interesting, they turn into a steel cage match.
Steel cage.
It'll be like because it's like
I beat that retarded dude in. I ain't gonna fight
They was like, hell no. I already got my ass whooped by him. I ain't going through it again.
I'll body slam for his gun. Tripping.
That's better, man.
Hell,
as soon as he starts talking about life is a box of chocolates, that hit that nigga right in the stomach.
Right.
Don't get HD started again. Don't get HD started again.
Box of chocolates. Life doesn't
I'm gonna say,
HD, what you sipping on tonight, baby?
I'm gonna tell y'all boys
some gin and lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Some of that good. I'm gonna have some whiskey next weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna have some whiskey next weekend.
That's all I drink. That's all I drink. That 18, baby.
That my boy Hennessy. That good tea straight out of the D.
I know that's right.
Hey, see, kid, it was random as hell when I said that, man. The Forrest Gump.
I said F Forrest Gump. I said,
yeah, F Forrest Gump. I ain't no box.
Yeah, HD. I said HD picking on Forrest Gump.
Man, I was cussing Forrest Gump out. I don't want to hear that life is like a box of chocolates. For white people, it is. It ain't for me.
Man, I died laughing when I seen that title. I said, "Oh, HD picking on Forrest Gump."
For black folks, life is a box of anchovies, nigga.
Right.
You know
Yeah, a box of anchovies, facts.
I said, Forrest Gump done violated somewhere. Hold on, let me watch this video.
Man, Merc design. Everybody cousins called me and said, "Boy, you is a screwed up individual, yo." But I'll F with you.
Oh yeah, you know.
I would like to see HD in California.
Every 48.
Man, HD wax that nigga,
I ain't even playing no games, dog. I'm coming in there training, dog. I'm gonna have black in my mouth ready. I'm gonna be like Vince Vaughn on that one movie, dog. He was doing the thing old school when he had the cigarette in his mouth, doing the little Olympic stuff.
Hell no.
With a kick 48 ass. This is 3 nights ago.
Yeah, see, that's what I see. I see HD. He think about all the missed shots and shit, dog. Everything just built up, and just go ham on him, dog. It's over with. First round.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know it's gonna be like that TV show and everything, like numbers. How all the numbers come over his head. That's all I'm be thinking about is him just missing all his percentages. I'm getting redder and redder each time I'm looking at him.
The NBA will be 0-2 versus YouTube.
Right. You sure right about that, T.
Telling you. They can't mess with us, man.
I'm great.
Hey, how about them Knicks, man?
Oh man, the Knicks have been balling, man.
The Knicks and them Brooklyn boys, man. New York
the
rise. Shout out to the homie
H. The Knicks are back.
Shout out to the homie LB, because I know LB rolling with them Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's a baby.
Looking good, man.
Back, baby.
Man, he playing both sides.
Good,
yeah, he rocks.
What's up, Thinking Highly? Thinking Highly. Yeah, LB, man. LB a switch up, man. He a 2-team. We call him 2-team LB around here.
Right.
Captain 2-teamers.
2 for 1.
Right.
Ain't Boston one of his teams or something?
2 for 1 LB. That's his name.
But yeah, Chris Paul, man, the other day though, when they waxed the Knicks, he was like, man, what the fuck them niggas talking about after you hit that shot?
Man, you know what? I'd have fought Chris Paul first. Like, right when the tip-off come, I walk right over there. Slap! Like, quit. F you. Ain't gonna be me and no nuts this game, nigga. All right?
I seen a joint where Paul Pierce tried to slap him up. He left Paul Pierce hanging. That was gangster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I like that. I said, fuck all that buddy shit. You a bum, nigga. Fuck it. See you next game.
You a bum.
See you next game, nigga.
Competition was. That's how competition is. Yeah,
that's that old school right there. I love that.
Right. Jerry West had to come out and diss LeBron over that. Like, dude, like, what's up with all this lovey-dovey? It was war when I got on the court, dog.
Yeah, sugar the shit, man.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
All this hanging out and
y'all saw the
exchanging jerseys and all this, taking pictures and doing all these shake ups.
Hey, Mr. Casey, hold on real quick. Yeah, Chris, I saw that Jimmy Butler, Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Butler said
what happened?
Jimmy Butler and Carl Anthony Towns was going at it. Jimmy Butler said, this was cool. He said, nigga, I already punched you once. right at the free throw line.
Yep.
And the referee had to double team and stuff. He was walking, they were walking by each other to the where they set up with a guy about to shoot the free throw. Man, he cussed that nigga out. He said, nigga, don't make me punk you. I already punked you once already, nigga. Like,
when did this happen?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
No love lost for Jimmy Buckets and Cat.
Man, I'm like, Carl Anthony Towns was talking about what? Jimmy was like, nigga, you hear me, nigga? You hear me? Jimmy just smiling like, you know I want to smoke light ass nigga. Like, I don't even know why you trying to do.
I don't think Cat want to mess with Jimmy.
Wrong tree, dog.
I don't think he want to mess with Jimmy.
Yeah,
nah.
Man, Jimmy had to check him like, nigga, already pumped you already.
Business,
you want to get pumped again on national TV?
Hey, but you know what's crazy though? Minnesota had beat them the previous 4 times before tonight. The Heat finally ended their losing streak against the Timberwolves, which is crazy.
Yeah. Because they ain't serious. Nobody respect Minnesota.
I wonder how many games did Jimmy Butler play in? You know what I'm saying? 4.
He's been out a lot.
I think he might have played 3 out of the 4 at least.
Nah.
They lost.
He's
but I like to do Anthony Edwards though. Anthony Edwards, he does not give a fuck, man.
Hey, Anthony Edwards is
that
boy gonna be a problem.
The young boy from the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
I got him on my fantasy, man. He balling, man.
Yeah,
he all right.
I like him.
A little diamond in the rough, man. He came out of nowhere.
No, I don't know about that.
Because the media try to ask him after the game about
he's been doing this thing.
He's been doing this thing since he got in.
They just some 2 grown ass men,
been doing this thing.
Anthony Edwards said, they some 2 grown ass men, dog. Who cares? Like, Anthony don't care. Anthony like, look, man, I'm here to try to win. We suck right now. I don't care about all this. I want to win, dog. That's the mindset that I like.
I remember when he played the Lakers, they asked him, hey, it's your first time playing against LeBron. You're scared. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm trying to kill that.
Right. Exactly. I was like, okay, we got somebody here. Shit.
Right. But see,
that buddy shit.
Right, we tired of that, dog. Like, it's too much buddy crap and everything. Like, shoot, like football today. That's what I like. Marcus Peters cussed everybody out. He said, man, Jalen Ramsey. Fuck them and the Rams. Man, that's what I like.
Yeah, they would see.
That's what I like, dog. I like that mentality. See, that's why I respect the football players. None of them niggas like each other. They don't like
none. Yeah, don't nobody like nobody.
Like, can we get some more of that back in basketball?
They be on the same team and don't like each other.
For real, ain't no swinging. Like, you see Golden Tate swung on Jalen. Like,
I mean,
man, when they was going at it, boy. I was like, damn.
You know, niggas be cool off the court and shit, but when it's on the court night, like, it's no love, nigga. Period.
No, right.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see Golden Tate went over there and put that work to Ramsey. Like, man, he gonna have to see that's beef. Like, oh, you did my sister like that. All right,
he gonna have to see
it. And all he said in the interview was this. Hey, he gonna have to see.
F Golden Tate, F that. MAG.
For the longest, I wanted to know what that was about. And then I heard it was about his sister, what he did. I was like, that's why he went ham.
While she was pregnant, dog. While she was pregnant, he left her like that, dog.
I was like,
but I never liked dude. Ramsey played at my Florida State, but I never really liked him. He was a crybaby there too. He's a great talent, but he's a big ass crybaby. When stuff don't go his way, he crying all the time. That's what happened to Jacksonville. He tore that whole team apart because of his antics and him crying. And everybody used to root for him. I said, man, fuck that soft ass nigga, dog. He's soft. He always crying about something, dog.
He cut his ass, huh?
That's how he ended up on the
crime. He gonna do the same thing to the Rams. Let the Rams start off slow, whatever. I'm telling you, if they ever have one bad year, he gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, because he don't know how to handle adversity. He like when everything is going good and all that. What's
Sounds
up,
like somebody else.
Oh yeah,
well, I tell y'all what, man, this NFL season gonna be interesting.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, it is.
It's gonna be real interesting, man.
And don't forget they're gonna add one more game extra, so it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They sure are, aren't they?
17.
It's gonna be interesting because guys don't like each other, man, on that field. Like that's what we need in basketball. Like I need my dog. Like I don't like none of y'all. I need somebody just to say, look, I don't like none of y'all. All y'all, F y'all. Even at the All-Star game.
That type of stuff. Adam Silver and LeBron.
Right, and then this punk LeBron gonna sit out some more, talking about I'm sending out another game and stuff.
You know what, man?
Oh,
I'm so tired. I am so tired of LeBron. I would be so glad when he retired. The league would be glad when he retires, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, we popping bottles.
HD, hey, you and CP, y'all murdered that nigga, Doug. Murdered that nigga, Doug. Like,
I mean, man,
it's all facts. Like, nigga, grow the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He is exhausted.
Just grow up. Like, it's time to grow up. It's like, dude, you got they giving you everything, bro. Like, you get everything. It's like, dude, you owe it to your teammates to be out there. If you're not hurt, I'm sorry, I'm from the era we played fucked up. Like before my knee tore, I was playing on a partially torn everything and still was trying to play. These guys today go out with a pinky toe or something or a finger. Like, man, I gotta go sit.
You know what, HD? You know what, HD? This is what I don't like about LeBron. Okay, this is what I don't like about LeBron. Now, LeBron done said he don't want to play because of this little play-in thing, right? But when we was in a damn bubble, you was gun ho. So what's the difference? What's the difference? You know what I mean? That's what pisses me off about this. I can't stand him, man.
Exactly, T. You're right, T. He was the one who suggested it, and you're right, Mr.
Thank
Casey.
you.
T. Right.
Man, hey, look, we all don't like it, and I'm sure the players don't like it. But guess what? Your teammates. They gotta, you know what I mean, they gotta strap up their bootstraps and go out there. You need to go out there and be with your boys, whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
you know
that's why I got mad today. That's why I made that video, the KD legacy video. I was mad because I'm like, all y'all hate on KD, but KD left as a free agent. He didn't hold the team hostage. He didn't trade half his team. He brought himself. Even with the Nets, he went to the Nets. Because I was arguing with somebody at work. I said, dude, he just brought himself and Kyrie. They didn't know James Harden was coming over there. When LeBron did it, he knew Chris Bosh was coming. They planned this a year ahead, damn near.
Thank you.
So what is you talking about? It's not the same. Y'all just hate KD because he did it better than LeBron. He ain't even had that much pull like LeBron, and he did it better. That's what's pissing y'all off, and I'm glad he doing it.
Yep. Exactly, bro. I mean, like I'm just getting sick of LeBron, dude. Like LeBron, he really acting like the league ain't giving him everything, bro.
Right.
You go call for somebody to get fired.
But that's the issue with him being spoiled since like a little kid. Him being the chosen one, the media sucking him up. Mm-hmm. He can't do anything wrong, and then the moment he's in his old age, the league catches up to him, and he doesn't get what he wants to cry.
You see why Mike didn't respect him. You see why Kobe didn't respect him. Like, come on, you know what I mean?
I've been on my phone.
No, you good, man. But you noticed in that game when he played against the Clippers, they said he hurt his ankle, and they said that he had a back spasm. I'm like,
yeah, that's some BS. That was straight up BS. I didn't get that for 1 second. Bro. I said, get out of here, dog. They just put a fake injury.
So AOT, I got an elbow injury, but my neck hurts. Shit.
I need to come out.
Right, come on, man.
And then the next game he puts up 30. Like, come on.
I already said
Yeah, it wasn't his back. His back was fine, bro. If it was back spasm, he wouldn't have played against Portland. I'm like,
exactly. Right. See, they out there fucking around in LA, man. LA chew their ass out for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what, man? They got a lot of drama behind the scenes going on in that Lakers locker room.
They always do.
LeBron. They really do.
Hell yeah.
And about that ball, man. Just to y'all point.
Let me tell y'all one thing. The Andre Drummond experiment, that's straight.
But listen though. But to HD and CPN's point about LeBron growing up, he's past that point, damn it. He's like about, how old is LeBron? 36, 37?
Yeah, 37.
Oh, he's
past that stage, dog.
He's a year old. He's gonna be 37 this year.
Yeah. He's well past that age, so he's been classified as a bitch, all right? It's as simple as that, dog. Growing up is past that.
I just don't see how people can root for this, dog. It's like, dude, this dude, and some of my boys that I said I grew up with y'all niggas. Y'all way harder than this.
Exactly.
I used to fight with y'all. We used to be on the courts, the field, everything. And y'all like this soft ass nigga, man. Come on,
I thought the cat's older than me.
Love this soft ass nigga.
Yo, love this soft ass nigga, man. It's crazy.
No, like
it's a Wheezy Bang.
Oh man, that's no. You don't want to know what that is, HD. You don't want to know what that is. No.
They love him.
Who is that? Who is
that? I'm gonna put it like this. LeBron's fan and brainwash. These LeBron fans, he brainwashed.
Oh, well, tell him to catch the link. He'll get flamed.
I mean, we'll destroy him.
I'll flame him right now. Dude, I flamed every LeBron fan, dog. Every video. We did the video who had more help. He's had way more help. Right. Uncle Shannon.
Got time.
Too.
No, he like
I got a fresh bottle. I just cracked open. I got plenty of time to crack some.
No. He's like Ticket when it comes to LeBron. He's like Ticket.
That's fine.
You can tell him to come over here. He'll get banged. He'll get his whole name banged.
I just rolled up a fresh one too. Come on with it.
Yeah, but as far as LeBron goes, it goes back to that point that we all with that question that we always ask.
We
always ask. When do we start celebrating losers, dog? That's my thing. When do we start celebrating losers, dog?
Thank you. Say it again, Nick. Nick, say that one more time.
I don't understand.
Pain will get flamed. You can tell him I said it. You can.
Man, I already cooked Go Mike. I know Go Mike. I already cooked it.
You can send them my channel right now. I'm dropping that bitch, and they'll get flamed. Flamed, dog. I put them on the grill over here. Whatever.
And like Kansas City, we
know Mike don't know shit. Mike don't know shit. All he know is stats and numbers. He don't know the game. He don't know the game. Analytics is not. If analytics is so great, I keep asking people this: how come a lot of the guys who have the greatest field goal percentages are losers in the finals more than the ones who have a less field goal percentage?
HD.
Right.
Y'all can't answer that shit. You know why? Because these analytical motherfuckers don't know basketball.
You know what analytics is? I'm gonna tell y'all what analytics is, okay? Remember when you was in high school and you was on the basketball team and you had like two people that kept track of the score and all the stats and all that?
That's basically what it is.
That's what them two nerdy motherfuckers
is. Yeah.
Analytics.
Right.
That's all it is. Shit.
Right.
Hey, they ain't never dribbled the ball a day in their life, but they can tell you how the game is played.
And taking over the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on.
They took the game over. And then Samurai, you calling KD a holding? What that make LeBron, dog?
Oh my God.
Y'all LeBron fans.
He won't catch the link.
Oh, people are still butthurt over this fucking Golden State shit. Really?
Niggas
no, they mad. I told you, LeBron fans are like that old chick you was with, man. She's still bitter and mad as hell. You know, on the bigger and better things.
You know what it is? That empire done crumbled. That y'all was the number 2 seed.
Why would
y'all done crumbled all the way to 7.
Why would I come to GOAT Mike channel?
Y'all so-called king. He tapping out. Y'all king is tapping out.
That nigga ain't nobody, nigga. I don't even know the nigga. I seen him one time and he was spitting bullshit.
Bullshit.
Nobody finna go over to his channel. Tell his ass to come over here if he there, nigga.
I don't like them. I don't like them motherfuckers. We got
they king ain't doing it.
Once again, it goes back to the question that we always ask LeBron fans. I don't always ask LeBron fans, what makes him so great as a player? And they can never answer it with a,
Hey, look, all I know this. I know this. If Kobe Bean had this same team, we wouldn't even be talking about trying to get in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Right.
That's all I know.
What?
If Kobe if Kobe was still alive, would LeBron even be talking that kind of shit?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
At all.
Man, hey, listen,
At all.
Kobe would
Come
have
on.
eviscerated him.
Let Kobe have this team.
I'm saying Kobe ain't got to have shit to do with shit. He totally off the radar. But if you say some bullshit about the Lakers,
teams. He had Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, Adam Morrison, DJ Mbanga, Shannon Brown,
Vladimir.
But the people I'm naming, that's on the championship team, and that's already trash as hell. Vladimir Ravanovic,
Josh Powell,
Right. What up,
he had Medvedenko. He had Medvedenko.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Slava Medvedenko.
Yeah, and that's a testament to we naming all these players that Kobe has played with that aren't even up to par as far as their game play.
Right.
This is a testament to how great Kobe Bryant was. You know what I'm saying? He worked with the players that he had. He worked with the cards that he was dealt with. Mike did the same thing, and that's something that LeBron can't.
Kobe, like, come on, I got room.
Mike Bibby, Carlos Arroyo, Udonis Haslem. He brought Zadritas Ilgauskas with him.
Man, Kobe
Chris
carried that franchise.
I mean, but the kind of no quit like HD was saying, like, man, it didn't matter what the team was or how Kobe felt about the team. He was gonna go out there every night and ball his ass off.
There's a way to handle being upset with the team you have. With Kobe, he would play his ass off in the court, and then he would complain to management on the down low. As a professional, you handle it like that.
Right. That's
but Kobe, he had that Mamba mentality. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did have a bunch of bumps, he was gonna say, "Fuck it, I can beat y'all by myself."
Right. But he gonna go out there and he ain't gonna quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In boxing terms, he's gonna go off on his shield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, man, I just never seen a player that would get out there and be so locked in. Like, he's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like y'all said, man, every game Kobe was out there to destroy you. He didn't care who you was, what your record was. He was out there to destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had a strong mental focus, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has the potential to tap in and reach that mental focus, but you get bombarded and distracted by all the all the things in the media, who's twerking, who fighting, what went viral, shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
Watch. Give it 5 years, it'll come out, man, that LeBron, he don't really love the game like that.
Right. It
wouldn't shock me either.
Hey, you can tell he don't love the game like that because he ain't never worked on this game.
And players around him know this.
When he retired, these guys gonna get exposed, dog.
Exactly. Players around him.
This guy, they're not gonna hold this guy to high regard because all the people waiting for him to retire to get out of his position so they could go in on him. You already see it.
Yeah.
You're already hearing. You're already hearing past greats, criticize him for what he did, forming that little super team that he formed in Miami. It's like,
thank you.
You don't want to compete? Like Charles Barkley said. Charles Barkley and Jerry West said this. It's like, dude, you don't want to compete, bro? It's like,
and you know what, Nick? I remember that. I remember that episode. He said, you want all the. Remember, he said you want all the stars.
You want all the team,
yeah. And Shaq got mad. Shaq got mad. Yeah.
Shaq was over there.
Shaq got mad.
Shaq got mad about it because he's the same type of player. He's the same type of player. That's why he got mad about it.
Stars. You want to play.
That's why he got mad about it when he came. When Shaq came to the league, when he first came to the league, every team Shaq was on, he had help. In Orlando, he had Penny Hardaway.
Thank you.
When he got to the Lakers, he had a team around him. Even before Kobe got drafted. Wait a minute, no. Even when Kobe got drafted, Kobe. He came in the league with Eddie Jones. What's his name? Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel. You know,
Nick Van Exel.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. To respond to Terrell, what he got on the ticker? LeBron played all 5 positions. LeBron never played all 5 positions. LeBron could never play center and power forward. Have you ever seen LeBron guard a center like Dwight Howard or?
No, he said
match up against Theo Radcliffe in his early days.
He said casual fans.
This is what casual LeBron fans say.
Casual fans would say that. He said
right, but I'm saying they saying that, but they saying that right. Casual fans say that all the time, but I'm just saying in response to that, you know, they say he played all 5 positions. He never did. There's no proof of him playing all 5 positions.
Right.
I've never seen LeBron play 2. I've never seen LeBron play the 2 guard. I've never seen him play 2 guard.
It's like
I've never seen LeBron play center.
Hey, I've seen him play. He's played the 2. He's never played the center though.
Yeah, when he first,
he's played the 2. Oh.
Yeah, like he was playing everything his first like 2-3 years. They had him playing point guard, shooting guard, small forward,
his first couple of years,
except for the center. You know what I'm saying?
I just like to know what player did they consider with such a high basketball IQ, but you can't play off the ball.
Man, he can't do. Listen, they like I was just saying.
You learned that in high school how to play off the ball. You learned that in high school.
That's right.
Play off the ball.
Yeah, that's why it was trouble for him to. That's why when he plays the game, he plays it with the ball in his hand all the time because he doesn't know how to run through picks. He doesn't know how to run. He doesn't know how to run plays, and he doesn't know how to assess what's going on in the game. And I saw this. And I saw this when he played the Spurs the first time, that first championship. But before that, the Pistons exposed them before they threw McDyess out the game.
But you can even throw that Dallas series in there too.
Oh yeah,
that's when I noticed.
When LeBron couldn't find a way to penetrate through that zone defense,
I was like, "What is he doing? Like, why is he just?" I was like, "Why is he just standing there confused? Like, what are you doing?"
But it was like I was saying, you know, like when he first came in the league, they was trying him at point guard and shooting guard. What do you have to do when you're a point guard? You have to run plays. You know what I'm saying? You have to set the offense. What do you have to do when you're a shooting guard? You got to play off the ball and know the offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude don't know how to play offense. You don't know
because they brought that year they went to the championship. Eric Snow was running the point. And they used to run into each other's way a lot. Like T was saying, he was trying to have the ball in his hands, trying to do this. And plus at the 2 guard, he couldn't play off the ball well. Like I've never seen LeBron play off the ball well. The only time he'll play off the ball is if he's catching the alley-oop or something.
That's why I say LeBron could never play with like a CP3. Or somebody that's ball dominant, like a true point guard.
CP3 could
I don't
play
think LeBron could play with him.
CP3 would be perfect for LeBron because CP3 can play off the ball, and he doesn't need the ball in his hands because CP3 knows how to run plays, and plus he can shoot. He can shoot a lot better than LeBron, so that would actually LeBron more. You know, just like Schroeder helps LeBron because Schroeder, him and LeBron have problems playing together because Schroeder needs the ball in his hands. But if you had Chris Paul where Schroeder was at, this team would be a whole lot better because you actually have somebody who's the floor general and could elevate the talent around him. LeBron doesn't elevate his talent. He doesn't elevate it. Like they just stay the same or they get worse. If you're a superstar, you get worse. But if you were a bum before, you're just gonna stay a bum. It's just that you're around LeBron, so everybody knows you're a bum because you're playing with LeBron.
And it's not more so the
Right,
guards;
right.
it's more so the big men. The big man,
Right.
he makes them a lot worse, dog. Like
Yeah,
Chris Bosh, he made them worse. But then, like when LeBron finally left Miami, Chris Bosh was getting back to his regular
he was
self. He
bald.
wasn't blood clots.
Yeah, he was
Right,
bald.
right.
He just had that heart problem. If Bosh wouldn't have had that heart problem, Miami would have been already back because him and Wade.
Him and Wade would have destroyed niggas for
it would have been done. Yeah, it would have been a problem. So that's why I was saying, like, he was dumb to go back to Cleveland. I kept telling people that were LeBron fans he should have just stayed in Miami because y'all would have reloaded. And who wouldn't want to come to Miami? It's Miami.
Right.
Thank you. Right, exactly.
Play with Wade and
he was dumb for that. Like that.
Yeah.
He torpedoed his career because he could have had a 3-peat if he stayed in Miami. Pat Riley would have gave him the team. He would have just moved this guy here, moved that guy, and they would have been all right.
But see, they got to a point where they really couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bro, what else can we really do for you, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go out here and win. You know what I'm saying? But see, they had other issues.
It was a lot of other stuff behind the scenes.
They had other issues
too.
Yeah,
they had,
because that final year, I think LeBron wanted Brooke Lopez and Sean Livingston on the squad, I believe.
Yeah,
and it's like
he was basically trying to call the shots, and Pat like, that ain't your job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That ain't how we do things down here.
Listen, what else can you need? You had Birdman, Ray Allen, Rashad Lewis.
What? You had plenty of talent.
They ain't bad yet.
Plenty.
You had Mike Miller. You had Shane
Patty. And hold on, y'all. These dudes wasn't old and broke down. These were players in their prime. You know what I mean?
Well, you talking about turning Ray Allen into a spot up shooter. You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen to strictly just a spot up shooter.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Like he's just
I didn't like that either. I didn't like that.
I'm just saying,
those who know Ray Allen, we know Ray Allen from Seattle. Okay?
Right, in Milwaukee. Yeah.
Right. So we know what Ray can do.
Austin, and Ray Allen, I think he just did that just to show hate towards the Celtics because he didn't like them no more. So I just think that's the reason why he did it. So and I mean,
but I didn't like that. I didn't like that he was just a spot up 3 shooter. I didn't like that.
He was way better than that, man. That's
absolutely, bro.
People forget about Ray Allen. I be telling people like, dude. Ray, like somebody said the other day, like Steph Curry, Ray Allen. I'm like, dude, Ray Allen would have destroyed Steph back in the day.
Allen, are you what? Are you kidding?
And he was dunking.
He would destroy Steph.
Ray Allen was at the end of his career, though. He didn't really have his legs like that anymore.
Ray Allen,
Milwaukee Ray Allen, he was crossing cats coming down the lane, piping it, dunking. He was ridiculous. He came out of Connecticut. He was ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. Like that. That's when the game was the game and stuff, and guys were going at it. It was fun. Like I wanted to see Ray Allen would have been to me. He was better at doing other things, and plus playing off the ball was one of his biggest strengths. So I don't like the offenses of LeBron, and we've seen this with every team he's on. When he's hurt, the offense becomes stagnant, and it's terrible. The offense, I couldn't even watch a game of them, man. I fall asleep on their game because it's so boring. It's like so bland. Like guys are just standing there, and it's like waiting. It's like, dude, move around. Like you can move around. You don't have to stand in the same spot.
Hey, you know what, HD? You know what? There's 3 players. Now that you just said that, moving around and stuff, there's 3 players that always impressed me that moved around in the offense. That was Reggie Miller, Richard Hamilton, and Allen Iverson.
Yep, all 3 of them.
Those are 3 players that always impressed me. They weren't strong, they weren't big, but they footwork and how they can maneuver in and out. Yeah, they always impress me how they could get open.
I love that list, Miss Casey.
His name,
I love that list.
That's a good list. Yeah, that's a great list.
They
was
always
always able to get open with JJ Redick coming off screen. That's
coming
why he
off the
lasted so
screen.
long.
Oh man, I love JJ. I miss him in Orlando.
Hey, he used to kill it. Hey, JJ Redick at Duke was that dude.
Yeah,
he was a conscious at Duke.
Yes, he was,
that dude.
I used to hate that nigga.
I used to hate him too.
Yeah,
I used to hate him too.
They tried to compare him to porn star Adam Morrison. I said, no, he's way better than Morrison. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they went head up. He went head up, and he killed that boy. You know what I'm saying?
Like JJ Redick was looking
Man, can y'all believe Adam Morrison got 2 rings thanks to Kobe?
Yeah,
Adam Morrison, yo.
Yeah,
man,
they really do.
Yep. Adam Morrison, man. Everybody was talking about Adam Morrison. I'm like, man, he is overrated. Y'all are really tripping with this guy, yo.
Hey, wasn't he like the number 2
Remember
pick?
HD. It was like at that time it was only Dirk and Steve Nash. They were banking on Adam Morrison to come and be the next Larry Bird. They were just hoping. So, bro, they had all their eggs in the basket with that one.
Yeah, they did. Larry Bird came out and said some shit like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, go.
Right.
Nah,
he wasn't
that boy is trash.
White boy that can shoot. Man, they was waiting for that. The NBA was creaming on themselves for that one.
Dog, that NBA Live commercial pissed me off with Adam Morrison. Talking about, talking about,
you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. He's talking about that. He's talking about him crying on the court and stuff. Talking about everybody talking about me crying on the court. You know, that's okay, and all this other stuff. He ain't do shit.
Right. Played like complete garbage. Like, get out of here.
But I remember that JJ Redick and Chris Paul story though, because I seen a 4-minute clip of that say when JJ Redick and Chris Paul was talking about the times they played against each other, that Wake Forest matchups, and that one time Chris Paul got in his face because JJ Redick kept trying to come off the screen. He's talking about that shit ain't gonna work this time, motherfucker. Hey, JJ Redick pushed off. He pushed him in his neck. He's like, get off me, man.
Oh yeah, JJ Redick. Yeah, JJ Redick is a tough little white boy, man.
He was a bad boy at Duke. I will say that. Boy, I used to hate
that bitch at Duke, dog.
Yeah.
I used to hate it. Like, God damn, boy.
Man, he'll shoot you out the gym, yo. You cannot deal with him. That boy was nasty with it.
He was. I give him his props. I give him his props.
I knew he was gonna be good when he got to the league, man.
Yeah.
Tell us something we don't know. We know the NBA's rigged.
Speaking of great shooters, man. Speaking of great shooters, I don't mean to cut you off, but speaking of great shooters, bro. Somebody who else was a great shooter a great scorer, man, a great overall player that people really don't give enough credit to, I think, is Chris Mullin, dog. He was too nasty.
Hey, Chris Mullin was a bad boy.
That was a white boy.
Especially when he was younger, man. Especially in his younger years. He actually had hops behind him, too, dog.
You got to shoot him some bail, though. A white boy from Brooklyn.
Was a bad boy.
Yeah. Chris Mullin was nasty.
Yeah. Hey, remember him? Chris Webber and Tim Hardaway run TMC.
Oh yeah.
Mitch Richmond. It was Mitch Richmond before.
Richmond. Yeah.
Richmond. That was my guy. That was the number 2 guard of that era, man. Number 3.
Yeah, Mitch Richmond was
Mitch Richmond was a monster. He used to body everything. He just had a sorry ass team, like T said, man. His team was just so trash. I like,
Sacramento was bad, dog. Especially when Sacramento was bad.
For years.
Didn't they have wasn't Don Nelson their coach?
Who was
their coach?
Don Nelson
was a coach, yep.
Yeah, remember he was there for a long time and they was garbage.
Then he went to Dallas and he came back. Then he came back. I think his last year was Steph Curry's rookie year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man, he was trash, man.
But dog, who was coaching in Sacramento when Mitch Richmond was playing?
Now, let me see. I could look that up.
They had a ton of coaches out there.
PJ Carlissimo, probably.
PJ Carlissimo. Yeah, that do sound right.
No, it wasn't him. It was let me see.
Paul Westphal.
They had a bunch of coaches.
Maybe Paul Westphal. I can see him coaching.
Was it Rick Adelman?
Probably Paul Westphal.
That was later. Rick Adelman was later. Yeah, that was way later. That was when the Chris Webber was there.
Hold on. No, the coach of their team was first it was in 91 to 92 season. That was Richmond's first year, Mitch Richmond's first year. It was Dick Motta. He started out 7-18, and then it was Rex Hughes, 22-35. He went. Then the next season,
Rex Hughes.
They had Gary St. Jean or St. John.
Yeah, Gary St. Jean. I remember that name.
Yeah,
that do sound familiar.
I remember it too.
All them boys in the 300 in the 300 pit from in the baby pit from 300, dog. All them niggas going.
And then 93 to 94 was still him, and 94 to 95 it was still him, Gary St. John, and then 95 to because this when they changed their Kings logo, 95, 96, they still had him. And then 96, 97, he started off 28-39. They fired him, and then Eddie Jordan was the
now I remember Eddie Jordan.
I remember him.
The only name
Eddie Jordan. That was 96 to 97. Now 97 to 98. It was Eddie Jordan. Man, the Kings been trash for a long time.
Long time, man.
And then Rick Adelman took over in 98, 99. That's when they
ever since like Weber and Stojakovic, remember them teams? Yeah, since then they've been garbage.
That was Weber's first year because Richmond, that was his last year with the Kings, was 97 to 98. Then 98 to 99, y'all remember, was that short season. And Rick Adelman's first year, Rick Adelman went from there, and that was Chris Webber's first year with them. So
Right. Oh shit!
Yep, and they drafted Page in '96 and shit. He was in the '96 draft.
Yeah.
Hey, Page was. Hey, you know what? Did y'all see that special on the '96 draft they had?
I think T saw it. I ain't get a chance.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
That brought back so many memories. That '96 draft was hands down more like my favorite. That draft was so nasty. Yeah, I remember that. I was a sophomore in high school.
I didn't even know
I was a sophomore in high school when that draft came out.
Yeah, that was a special class.
It was special, like so many players. AI, Nash, Allen, Kobe,
Jermaine. That's 8 years old.
That's when I was on AI. Yes, I was on AI. That boy AI problem.
You know who everybody forgets about out that draft was that dude John Wallace, dog.
John Wallace was a beast.
That motherfucking Syracuse.
He was dunking on everybody.
He was.
I completely forgot about John Wallace. Yeah, I remember when he was in Syracuse.
Yeah, he was. He was a beast at Syracuse.
He was nasty.
I didn't know some of the
NBA. Like, I don't know. He was like one of them blackballed niggas because he had game in the NBA. He used to ball it out in the NBA, man.
Because when he was we already had senior night, him and us, they was mad because some guys that left early, like left sophomore, freshman year. they always go with the first round. They always be first round early. So
yeah, we'll see at that point.
Yeah, he was a monster at Syracuse, though, man. He was.
What you said, T?
He was a monster.
But most players that were coming out were, you know, 3rd and 4th year players. You know what I'm saying? But that class, it was a bunch of freshmen and sophomores coming out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking
Stephon Marbury.
Marbury left freshman year.
Marbury left after his freshman year. Iverson left.
Abdul Rahim that got drafted number 3. He was a freshman.
Yeah, he was a freshman. Iverson left early. You know what I'm saying? He was a sophomore.
Canby, I think, was a sophomore.
Canby was young too.
Sophomore. And like John Wallace was like the only senior. He was the only senior in that class. You know, I mean that went in the first round. He was the only senior.
Who was the biggest?
It's like they punished him for.
Who was the biggest still? 96. Kobe.
Kobe was the biggest.
Oh, Kobe, hands down.
Kobe
Hands down, because who seen that coming?
The Lakers traded Lottie Divac for Kobe Bryant straight up.
Who seen any of that coming?
In history, I don't know what is. That's a robbery because
not like a nigga that traded $5 bill for $100 bill.
Right.
Right. Damn. Listen, you know what I had forgotten about? They talked about in this shit. Is I forgot that it was drama that the trade wasn't gonna happen because Vladdy was not feeling that shit. He like, nigga, you trying to send me to the East Coast?
You gonna trade me for this high school kid?
Right.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't care. It was just he didn't want to leave the West Coast.
And then the Nets, and then the Jersey.
Hey, but you know something now, y'all. That's the magic of Jerry West because he's seen something in Kobe that nobody seen.
He said it was the best workout. He said it was the best workout he's ever seen, and then he killed Michael Cooper.
Cooper, he played one-on-one with Michael Cooper.
He was just like, this is incredible.
Man, I miss Kobe, man. I miss that dude so much, man.
It was so much jump to 96.
Petrovic was great, them on. It's just his career.
Petrovic, he was nice.
Yeah, Dan Petrovic.
New Jersey Nets.
Oh yeah, he did go at Jordan. That's what I'm saying. Guys in the 90s didn't like Jordan, dog. They wanted to beat Jordan. They didn't want to go. That's why I know LeBron wouldn't have made it because nobody wanted to play with nobody. They wanted to beat your ass. Like, I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna join your bandwagon. It's like, dude, I want to beat you to show that I'm better than you and I'm better than everybody else in this.
You didn't see the class of '84 team up in their prime, being like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
96, like Clyde and Mike.
96 and 84 never teamed up with each other. So that's why I respect those two drafts. They weren't like, yo, let's get together. Like, that's why I felt that everyone want to call Mike a hater for that. I'm like, man, I feel Mike, and I'm not even a fan of Mike, but I agree with him. I'm not finna call Magic or Bird, yo, let's team up, man. Hell no.
Exactly, bro. It's like I asked my pops about this, man. He's like, bro, imagine. I can't even imagine if Bird and Magic ever teamed up together. I can't imagine Bird and I can't imagine Bird and bro.
They were too competitive.
It's the basketball universe right there, Dad.
Right.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, that dude, like that they were too competitive. Mike was way too competitive. Him and Magic was probably even more competitive.
Yeah, so, he had the sickness worse than Mike did.
And Bird ain't like nobody. Bird hated everybody.
Magic. Don't let that smile fool you with Magic. Don't let that smile fool you.
What Magic be about to fight everybody on the court?
Magic was a motherfucker, dog.
I told you I was gonna throw the ball there. You ain't ready.
Magic was a motherfucker on that court, dog.
Motherfuckers talk shit about Zeke. You know what I'm saying? But Zeke always say, nigga, he went out there for the summer at 86 or 87, one of them after they won and shit, just to see how he get down and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, just to understand what it was to be champs and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that's that feisty shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that smile, but nigga, I'm about to be the dirtiest nigga on this court ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but Zeke, but that's the thing about Zeke.
Too,
Zeke looked up to them guys, but he wanted to beat them, like just to show. Look, I'm here. That's why I tell people like Michael was never his competition. Zeke was looking at Magic and Bird and Julius Turbin and them. Those was his guys he wanted to beat. Michael came like later, like nobody was thinking about him until he started doing all this amazing dunks and everything, and he had the clean shoes, and we was like, okay, this guy's
Zeke didn't really get a chance to go against Julius. Julius retired before we can,
right.
Yeah, well, Mike, of course, Mike wasn't even Bird's competition,
No. Bird
competition was Magic.
That's why Michael was happy that Bird retired. He said it in his speech. Bird, I was glad when you retired.
He can't do nothing with Bird. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Bird is 6'9",
shooting over his head.
Yeah, shooting over his head, that unblockable jump shot, man. Yeah.
And then he talking trash. Like Mike trying to reach Bird like this.
Bird would tell you exactly what he would do and do it. He'll be like, I'm going to catch the ball on the left block. I'm going to post you up. I'm going to shoot this fade away. Nothing but net. You can't do nothing about it. And he would do it.
Hey, but you know what, though, man? One thing about Larry Bird that I like, he didn't have it given to him. That white boy earned his respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You heard what nothing gave to him.
You heard what Zeke said, Mr. KC. He was like, "Hey man, is he really that good?" They like, man, that boy bad.
Larry Bird bad. Hey, and I'm from Indiana, okay, so I know about Larry Bird. Trust me, I heard about Larry Bird when I was a little kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been hearing about this white boy.
That white
some of that Zeke had to go through the Celtics.
Had to go. Yeah, shit. Man, they used to battle, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was a tough series.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy, man? The bad boy Pistons always get a bad rap for being a dirty team, and they was thugs and all that shit. But dude, if you look at Boston and those teams, they were the dirty motherfuckers, dude.
Boston was the dirtiest.
Yeah, but everybody in the league played like that.
Larry Bird was the dirtiest player in the NBA.
Dude.
Right. Let's be honest. They only said that about the Pistons because they messed up Pretty Boy Mike. That's all. If it wasn't for them knocking Mike out and all that, then nobody would have
given it. It wasn't even just that. It wasn't even just that. Even before that, man, it was because the whole rivalry between the Lakers and Boston. The Pistons were looked at as like the party crashers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they messed up all the way. I mean, listen. The Pistons had like two mishaps. I mean, really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, it is what it is, but the Pistons was getting the best of the Lakers and the Celtics in 80 and 87 and 88. You know, but see, like the bad bounces and the bad luck and shit. You know what I'm saying? Extended kind of the Lakers run and shit.
And
Boston run because we had Boston beat and Isaiah threw that pass away and shit. You know? We had LA beat. Fucking Isaiah twisted his fucking ankle and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this, and I will say this still to this day, dog. That is the greatest basketball performance I've ever seen in my life, dog.
Listen, in the finals, bro.
In the finals on a sprained freaking ankle, my man. Come on.
Listen.
Hey,
dog right there, man.
Isaiah had heart, baby. He had heart, hands down.
But the one player that gets lost in the shuffle of all this, man,